Hello, and welcome back to the Death Stranding the board game development videos. Last time we've gotten a lot of the groundwork done, and now what we're gonna start doing is just doing tiles. Let's show our grid, and I want to more or less do one tile per square, with some exception. So, yeah, I feel like. Hang on. Here's what I'm gonna do. Bum. Grid. How I want to turn on snap to grid. Here we go. Tiles that I'm considering all set. That I don't need to do anything further to. I'm gonna color in green. Either because it is so close to the edge of the map that there's no point in doing something to it, or it already has enough on it that I consider it covered. Bum. Yeah, like I consider that covered. I consider that one covered. And I'm actually gonna slightly... Ooh, how do I... Snap to grid is Shift S. Oops, I did Control S. Excuse me, sorry about that. Bup. 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 Yeah, these are all the tiles that I'm not going to add any extra things onto. God, sometimes it's really annoying with the attempt to highlight. That one's way too much water. Alright, you know what? Hang on. This whole entire... This feels like a waste of time doing that. Turn off snap to grid. Alright, let's just eyeball it on our own. So what I'm gonna do is first scratch an itch, and then we're gonna get back to it. So let me just slide up as much as I can get away with. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a map space there. Hang on, you don't know. Turn off the grid. Turn it off. Turn it off. The grid is just being more distracting with the creative process than anything. Let's just, yeah, do it one small space on the map at a time. We're just gonna more or less put these where it feels right to put them. Yep. Okay. Yes. Yes. Whoops. These green lines are all going to get replaced with much nicer blue lines in the future, but the green lines are just a temporary thing because I don't want to take the time and make a lot of pretty lines and then realize I don't like the ones I've placed, you know? Alright. There we go. Yeah, I feel like eyeballing this out in a that just feels right vibe is working out much better. Alright. Oops. Bum. Let's move this one down a little. That feels better of a placement. And then I can go boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this is looking good. Alright, let's work a little bit more on connecting Ingler up. Let's create a roundabout path that doesn't take you through the river. Let's put this here. Shoop. 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 Don't like that position. Like there. Feels better. Shoop. 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 Hang on, I want to move this a little bit. Shoop. 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 Yeah, look at that. That's a good network of connections forming. And again, when you begin the game, you'll get a bunch of face-down tiles that are BT zones, mule zones, survivalist camps, lost packages, all these kinds of things, and you'll scatter them around on all of these tiles face down, so you don't actually know where, excuse me, where anything is at the start of the game. And I think that's a big part of the fun of the game here. Shoop. 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 Alright, yeah, now let's connect down to the old man. With tiles here. Oh, I missed a mule camp here. 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 And it's just... Shoop. 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 Whop. 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 Whap. 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 Now we need to highlight areas of intense elevation difference. Oops. So on this layer, we're going to use orange, I think, to represent it. Yeah, semi-transparent orange. I might change the color later. Oh, you know, no, we'll just mark as a different colored line when we're doing the lines. That'll work. There we go. Look at all them spaces. And now let's just start to shoop, 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 shoop. No. Shoop, 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 shoop. And then just go ahead and do a bump, baity bump. Fill in the top of this mountain nicely. All right. Let's make the water layer a little bit clearer here. I'm on the right layer, right? Yeah, okay. Why? That's so upsetting. We'll fix it in a second. All right. Luckily, it's not overlapping with any of the important rivers, so it's very easy for us to just do that. and put it on the correct layer. And everything's fine. That could have been a disaster, though. Yep. 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 Alright. Let's, hang on. Also... Boom. Boom. Now, I want to do something to mark off the canyons in a special way. I wonder, is it able to... Can I just, like... do this without highlighting 90% of the map? I don't really think I can, huh? Oops. I don't know if this is only highlighting the canyons like I want. But if it is, hey, I think I found my method. What if I just brought it to level 2 similarity? Let's bring it to level 1 similarity. Oh no. Yeah. Ugh, man, there is no good way to just highlight only these canyons. Dang. Well, let me just try and do something right here real fast. Let's saturate the fuck out of that little space there. Back on the water layer. Now let's just color this in ourselves. No, I don't like that. I wanted to note that you need a lot of bridges to cross this area. But I don't know how. Oh, different color. Different colored lines to denote that. Yeah, that you need to sacrifice a ladder every time. Yeah. I think colored lines is gonna be the solution to a lot of what I'm thinking here. Alright, let's just continue and fill in this area down here. Oh, we never marked off this fucking dude's home. Whoops. Let's get to different color line marking now. So hang on. Orange means that it's a rocky terrain to cross, and you need to be prepared to cross these spaces, essentially. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. And then yellow denotes you're crossing a canyon. I'll mark these lines up in a bit. Let's finish doing the dots we want. Alright, so yeah, yellow lines are canyon crossing, which will have unique rules to how you navigate these. Bum, 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 bum. Oops. Back to green. Do an orange line here, and here. Boom, boom. Back to green. There we go. Let's go ahead and connect down to the chiral artist now. Bum. And actually on the water layer, I wanted to note this area has specifically being special, the Tar Lake. Because I want to have it be that you can get deliveries that directly tell you to huck it into the Tar Lake. Like if you're like junk picked up at the junk dealer, and I think a single package you can pick up at a settlement is going to be an atomic bomb when you're drawing the like packages from settlements. What like, because every city is going to have a oh come on, a deck that you can pull from of deliveries you have to make, and one of them will be the atomic bomb. And it'll be like, listen, if you ever leave the left side of the map, this will detonate, and you will instantly be eliminated from the game, kind of thing. God, come on, let me just add these into my highlight, please. Oops. Adjustments, hue and saturation. Not what I meant to adjust. Edit. Effects. Yeah, heighten the contrast value. I guess I've done that as much as I can. Pull out our blur tool and just blur the edges a little bit to fold it in a little better. I might put a big marker on it to denote it has a unique location later. Alright, now let's just shoop. Shoop. Don't like. Hang on. Oop. Did that on the wrong layer again. I think what I'm gonna do is hang on. These are gonna be the 3 dump zones. And we're gonna change their color. Hue and saturation. There we go. Yeah, the 4 orange tiles on the, or 3 orange tiles on the map are garbage dump zone tiles. So if you get the atomic bomb or any of the junk, you have to bring them there in order to dispose of them. There we go. Oh, so many tiles on the map. Yeah, yellow tiles, you'll need to use special equipment to cross those canyons. Orange tiles, you need special equipment to climb. Alright, look at that. Oof, we're slowly making our way across the map. Ugh. Let's make it down to this knot down here. So let's go boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Do. 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 I'm going to delete this one. There we go. And now let's go ahead and yellow line, or no, orange line here and here. And then switch to green line. Ooh. 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 Bum. Bum. Here we go. All right. Oof. And let's just finish filling in this side of the river. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Let's do one more right here. All right, and we've got the entire easternmost section of the map filled in. Holy shit, like the easternmost before like crossing the river toward the mountain. And that's our board game setup so far. Yeah. Yay. Man, I'm gonna have to count up how many of these dots I have total to determine how many tiles I'll need. But, you know, I'm gonna need a lot of tiles because a bunch of them are gonna be missing packages that you need to deliver to people anyway. Alright. I hope you've all been enjoying this episode of Death Stranding, the board game. And cards will be appearing in just a moment. Love you very much, and ta-ta for now.